Hey everyone, my name is Alyssa Goodeaux. I am a connection coach with Connected Coaching Academy, and I was listening today on the Bama podcast, Studying in Revelation, and I highly encourage you to listen to it because it's really interesting and fun. And I wrote lots of notes over like several hours. It was great. But he was talking about how the Nicolaitans, in one of the letters that John was writing to, they were practicing pagan worship, intentionally practicing pagan methods of worship, but also turning around and saying, well, we're still believers and God still loves us and all this other stuff. And he used the phrase that some of us believers have used before, where I can do, it doesn't matter what I do because God knows what's in my heart. And I just had like this resonating sound in my head. It was like, that should terrify us. The fact that he does see our hearts so intimately should terrify us. And not in a way that we should hate ourselves, because that's not helpful. Hating yourself isn't helpful. But fear can be useful in the sense that it should make you more mindful of what you're doing and what you're practicing, what you're saying, what you're thinking. And because all of that influences your actions, if you are a believer, if you are in the right place in your heart and in your mind, your actions will follow. So yes, he knows what's in your heart, but if your actions aren't reflecting that, then what's in your heart isn't what you think it is. It's not matching up. And so you need to go back and look at what the real source of your heart is. And that's why understanding that connection is so important, understanding that kind of chain of events, that your belief will fuel your actions. And if your actions as a believer don't directly testify and say that, immediately people can't look at you and recognize like, oh, they're doing something different and they're doing it for him. If they don't immediately recognize that, then there's something that needs to be shifted in your heart. It doesn't mean that you're awful or anything like that. It just means that your heart is reflecting something different in your actions. And if your actions aren't lining up, then that means you need to do some digging. And I think that's kind of a perfect part of what Elul is about. And since we're kind of in that time of having to turn and to return to ourselves and to him and to original purpose, I think that's a really good place to start. So look at your actions and ask yourself, how is this aligning with what he's taught me? How is this lining up with his instructions? Is this what he wants me to do? Why am I doing it? Am I doing it for the right reasons? All of these questions are really important to the heart behind the matter. So if you're local in Louisiana, I hope you stay safe. Please be prepared. Please be mindful and informed. I'm praying for your safety. We're hunkering down ourselves. And I hope everybody has a blessed week.